Hey, don't forget, it ain't the first 48 with 60 minutes.
Come with the king, best not best. Even the score now, we need to score now. Back on that wall, when you hear that call, you know it's going down. We play from beginning to ending, you know how we finish. Turn to the bank, gotta handle our business. We need the ball, so it's time to go get it. Play with your heart when you hit, make it feel it. You know I'm with. You come to the bank and get out of line, we sending a blitz. Say who you with? You know I'm with. That purple and black, and when we attack, you know what it is.
You're now locked into Zone 32.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Zone 32 podcast. We got a few of us in here tonight. My name is Jake. His name is Drew. His name is Will. His name is Trippy. Say what's up to the people. It's the bye week special. After the yourself. There you go. After that, so then let's get it.
You guys know that across the bottom of the screen while the intro plays that there's like a bar that says how far along it is?
I think that's brand new. I noticed that too.
Yeah. I caught that today.
Usually I'm sitting here like a fucking retard. I'm like, when is this thing going to start? Where's this thing going to start? And then today it was there. I was like, oh, it's nice. They're updating features. Streaming it. Good job.
Anyway, there it is.
Back to the speech.
It's back into the intro. So, bye week just happened. Getting ready to play the Giants, and there's one specific Raven that is not going to be playing against the Giants this week, and that is Deontay Johnson, because he was suspended. He's been suspended for one game due to conduct detrimental to the team, because when he got asked to go play in the Eagles game, he said, "Nah, I'm good." So, Drew, you know what to do. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, I don't understand the Ravens fans. I'm banned on Twitter for like a week anyway. I just thought people should know that. Did we lose somebody? Is this thing live?
We lost Will. Oh, shit.
We lost
Damn
Will,
it.
but does it still say live in the top corner?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, it does.
All right, good. Yeah, I'm banned from Twitter, so engaged in any of the fucking stupidity going on with that. But like, I would have had Deontay Johnson's back, for the wanting more snaps and the wanting to be more involved in the offense, and like, what's the point in trading for me if you're not going to use me? Like, I get his gripes. The whole refusing to go into a game move is fucking wild, and it makes him a fucking loser. So I'm completely out on that. I don't get it. Like, what, you're a veteran wide receiver who ran your way out of him. Mike Tomlin says he's like a team cancer, basically. Goes to Carolina, and they want to get rid of him so badly they give him up for basically moving up 10 spots in the draft. And so now you're a veteran wide receiver coming up on a contract year. Like he's going to be a free agent after the season. And I get why he wants to get catches, but you can't be causing that kind of shit in the locker room with that. Like, there's no shot he's getting another contract. A fucking wild move by Deontay Johnson to just refuse to go into the game. Dysfunctional wide receiver to be our fucking thing, I guess.
I don't know. Is he trying to get a release? I don't understand the end game.
Yeah, but so if he is the least bit intelligent here, if he demands a release from the Ravens or he gets cut because he's an asshole, like, somebody might take a shot on him for the end of the year, but people are going to remember that in free agency. He's not going to get anything more than a 1-year contract. Nobody's going to put any money into him. Like, you can't trust that guy to show up every week now. I mean,
not even a little bit.
At this point, after what he just did, he's a camp body next year until he proves otherwise.
Yeah, which is just fucking wild. I mean, he's when we acquired him, I felt like fans kind of hyped him up to be more than he actually was. Like, he's a solid wide receiver, don't get me wrong. He's never going to be a wide receiver. He's just not that good, and he's got some, drop issues and has developed a new issue of being able to stay standing up. But, like, some team would have paid him.
Hey, Drew, how many times we ran the ball in the AFC Championship game, Drew?
6.
That's how many fucking yards Deontay Johnson got since he hit, right? Let me tell you something, right?
He even fucked that play up because he caught it. He was supposed to go out of bounds, and he got tackled.
Exactly. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, he been a problem, and it's kind of funny because even watching the Mike, and my bad for cutting you off, watching the Mike Tomlin shit when he was like, hey, how you feel about Deontay Johnson? Like, he really ain't had shit to say. So that was like the writing on the wall right there. Now, his best thing to do is, like, if he want to lock in and try to get a contract for next year, because you got to realize he's playing wide receiver. Is a lot of talented wide receivers coming out next year. You feel what I'm saying? It's other talented receivers that's going to be free agents too. So at the end of the day, bro, he just burning his bridges for real, for real. So the best thing he need to do is if he's so called locked in and like Zay and them say they gonna rock, he's more than welcome back or whatever. Just apologize to the team. Just tell them you was in your feelings and just lock in. That's the best thing you could do because right now you got can't say 4 games. He got 3 games left. So
I
Yeah, right.
feel like
the playoffs.
I feel like the wide receivers probably understand some of his, frustration too. Like, you want the ball. I get it. Like, that's a good trait to have in a guy. You want a wide receiver who wants to catch the ball. But it's the way of going about, trying to get more catches, and then the opportunity comes up. So you're pissed off that, whether it's Bateman or Aguilar or Wallace, whoever was getting snaps over him that he was mad about, like, the opportunity presents itself that Bateman is now not playing the rest of that game. So, like, they ask you to go in. That's your opportunity to go in and, do something and, like, prove that you deserve those targets you want. And he wouldn't do it, which is just, like, I'm one of the dumbest moves. I really don't understand it. And I don't understand how people are like, oh, this is a fucking Harbaugh problem and, like, I'm Team Deontay here. Like, he basically just told you to go fuck yourself. He said, I don't care if the Ravens win a football game, go fuck yourself. Which
Right.
I don't understand how anybody can really support that move.
No, I mean he's and I had high hopes for him when he got traded here. I thought and it was so I had high hopes for him because he obviously has shown he can be a wide receiver one, and it was cheap, and he's coming from the Panthers, which is like a fucking terrible situation down there. But then I look and I'm like, he leads that team in targets. Why are they getting rid of this?
He was.
I think we
had,
know.
He had the opportunity to fill a role that you couldn't depend on Bateman, you can't depend on Aguilar, you can't depend on Tylan Wallace, so you needed another guy that you can put next to Zay, and is supposed to be a guy that can put up decent numbers. Not we're not looking for like 100 yards a game and 5 catches and a touchdown every game, but like he was supposed to be a dependable target for Lamar, and he's not been that at all. When he does get targeted, he falls down most of the time, or he just doesn't catch the ball. Like, that's that again. This is Grant last week was talking about like how he liked when Marcus Peters got in Harbaugh's face, and how you need somebody to challenge Harbaugh. And so Deontay Johnson seems to be a guy who's challenging Harbaugh but has no ground to stand. And that's like the opposite of you need somebody who's going to just fucking be available and make plays when they're called on.
Hey, yo, whoa. Hey, Paytown Sports, mind your business, bro. There's a reason why, because I'm laying down, bro. I'm tired. Hello? I've been up since 4
There's a
o'clock.
reason he's trying to go to sleep, motherfucker.
Everybody know how I look, bro. I'm chilling, bro. Like, what you want to see my face, bro? Look.
Pigtown Sports.
You see that? You see my face? Hello? You see my face? You see me? You see me? You see me? I'm chilling, bro.
You got a nightcap on? Oh,
chilling.
Shit. This man rocking a Scrooge nightcap.
No, this is my blanket, bro.
Oh, okay. No, I'm tripping. I was sitting there thinking, what is that? Christmas Carol?
Tis
the season.
Sports, what you think? I'm a catfish, bro? Everybody know how I look, man. I ain't got to hide,
We were trying to keep up the charade that we have a fake Trippy on the podcast, but now I'm turning on the camera has ruined that,
Well, you saw what they said is a dude named Trappy on Twitter. They said that's the knockoff Trippy Trappy.
It's all good. If we've learned anything this week, it's that BT and Grant are actually AI. So, yeah, they are.
Yeah, Grant
here, they are AI.
We fired up the AI program for Grant last week and had a nice little shouting match with Will. I listened back to that. It was nice that it was somebody else getting yelled at for once besides me. So,
Grant and I were due for.
Hey, Paytown, I know you was messing with me, bro. It's all love, bro.
Pigtown told me that the Red Sox wouldn't have been in on Juan Soto, but they offered him $700 million. I would just like that on the record.
Oh yeah. Oh, they offered him. Okay, sure.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in most situations, I'd be like, fuck off, Red Sox. But like $700 million is a lot of fucking money. So like, I understand like maybe not wanting to give him $800 million. $800 million is a fucking ridiculous contract for one player. He's going to be getting QB money for the next 15
Drew
fucking
be a
years.
Tony Taylor's fan.
Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to get him or Teoscar. Corbin Burns is going to be in a Red Sox uniform, though. So,
hold on, I thought Teoscar signed back with the Dodgers, though.
I don't think that it ever actually. I know that they were like working on a contract, but then they.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know this ain't no baseball shit. I don't give a fuck about baseball, bro. I'm just ready for opening day, so I can go back down Pickles and see me some nice girls, man. That's
Yeah, I mean, if I was
I don't give a fuck who won the
I think that's the approach I would have to take, because your owner's not, spending any money. You guys aren't ever going to win anything. So, like, I get where you're coming from, Trippy. There are excellent baseball organizations like the Red Sox who, this time of year matters to me. But plus, Ravens bye week and banned from Twitter, so it's kind of like, I got a lot of free, theorize what the Red Sox are going to do, and
X made you go
You
on your
back
own
now
damn
though,
bye week.
right?
No, I still got like another day and a
Is
half.
you back
for my,
now though?
No, because God forbid Will Howard gets hurt and it's fatal. Like, apparently that's like the worst thing ever tweeted. Meanwhile, you got Elon Musk verifying a
Oh
guy who's
shit! I
fucking
did see
murdering
that
people.
tweet. So somebody reported it. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, some kid quoted it and was like, "Hoodie Ramey, we got to get this guy out of here." I'm like, "Yeah, Ramey's definitely gonna come get me off Twitter." But yeah, that was
Hey, Drew.
yeah.
I thought he fucking
You hear me?
glitched.
Why? Like
Yeah.
why? No, chill, bro. I got a little stuttering sometimes when I get a little excited, But hey,
That's
Drew,
fair.
why do people keep going to Ramey? Like, bro, Ramey is like, that's my guy, and all, but Ramey is like a little kid, bro. Like, what the fuck is Ramey gonna do to you, bro? Like, he
Oh,
not your fault.
he's Caillou.
But see,
He's that fucking Canadian cartoon Caillou.
people used to
Fuck
do
that
this.
And
guy.
I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with Ramey though.
He's a good
I
kid,
fuck with
but like,
Ramey, but I feel like Ramey because Ramey be cool with motherfuckers like we don't even fuck with like Jackie Boy.
Nah, man.
Ramey's like the ambassador.
Canadian cartoon characters are the devil.
It
Can't
is
give
what
him
it
that.
is, though.
Caillou sucks.
Ramey's like the Ravens Twitter ambassador, but I mean, it's this weird thing on Twitter. People used to do this to Will too. Be like, you should tell your friend Drew to calm down. Like, what do you want Will to do? Drive to my house and smash my electronics? Like, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but like,
cut the cable.
yeah, just like, hey, Will, I don't want to, tell Drew himself to calm down. So I'm going to tell you to tell Drew to calm down. It's like, that's not going to work. It's like,
It's always funny on Twitter when someone's like,
Hey,
just
come get your
randomly,
man.
they tag someone who's not involved in the conversation.
Yeah. This dipshit quoted my tweet and was like, at Hoodie Ramey, we need to get this guy out of the Ravens community. I'm like, no, like maybe go fuck yourself. Also, again, I am now a Will Howard.
I mean, if that's
fan.
the case, if Ramey would have did that, I feel like there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers in there. I see some new Mars in there. I see some new Mars in there. Ever since they became Mars, they just keep wanting to comment on shit like, man, bro, we know you're a Bateman lover, bro. Get off your knees for Bateman, bro. At the end of the day, bro, Bateman is soft. He's trash. You know what I mean?
I am not able to join the actual Ravens community. One of the mods has me blocked. I don't remember which one. I feel like
I ain't got my bodyguards in there. Damn. I'm there by myself. Oh well.
By the way, this is why Trippy wants to. Oh, is it up?
We're all waiting patiently here.
It just gave me a weird message. Hold on, I'll get it. Just continue.
No, I was going to say, you and I have been blocked from running that community for quite some time.
Hey, Will, I put this bet in earlier, right? So when I just woke up, I know it ain't hit. So I was looking for my no sweat, but earlier this morning, I didn't even put my no sweat bet in. I mean, I didn't use the no sweat.
Oh, man. Just keep it moving. I'll get it up.
It's been a weird with no Ravens.
Did it pop up yet?
About?
No.
I don't think Will has. Just seeing how long we'll wait. Classic. I have this magical thing to share with you guys. I'm not going to show you though. Kind of a dick move by him, but no Ravens football this week. Probably a much needed week off. Looks like Justin Tucker spent the whole week doing like meth and not sleeping. I don't know if anybody saw the picture of him.
Yeah.
Or the interview with him.
He definitely.
You know what I think happened? He was working the whole week at the Dundalk Royal Farms, just trying to get a feel for his life when he's no longer kicking, because fucked that up so badly.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but
Royal
that guy
Farms
was,
bullshit, man.
That guy was twitching and fucking bags under his eyes. So I go, I've been in facility all week. Like, yeah, okay, pal. Also, some dipshit wrote like a think piece about how to fix Justin Tucker, and he interviewed some special teams coach. And he's like, oh, he's just not making the kicks. Like, yeah, thanks, pal. Like, we didn't notice that. It was. Yeah. He was like, oh, it's not the holds. Justin Tucker's just not making the kicks. Like, oh, no way. Like, thank you for this amazing information I never could have figured out on my own, jackass. I remember what his name is. EDC Burner tweeted the article out. It pissed me off. I'm trying to think of other things that pissed me off over the week that I couldn't comment on Twitter. I mean, just the general vibe of this pisses me off. Like, people act like we're with, again, we come on here typically. I give people 72 hours, I would say, after a loss of any takes you have. All right, so something's up on the screen now. I don't know what it is.
There's why Trippy wants baseball season.
I still can't see
I
what
don't
it is.
see nothing.
You with two brunettes. Yeah.
Hey!
That's not the
Yeah, I
pasture,
gotta
right?
find them.
That's not the passion.
No, that's good.
Hey.
Fuck them too. I forget where I
You
was.
talking about Jackson
Oh.
Holiday's sister?
Yeah, I mean, is his sister of age? Because he's like 12.
I don't know, bro, but I got in trouble for that shit, bro. Because I had like 2 girls invite me, like, hey, can you take that picture down? Because my friend asked it. No, I ain't taking the shit down. She wanted to take a picture with me, so hey, I told you you was gonna go viral, and you went viral. So
Can't take the heat. Stay out the kitchen. But
fuck it.
that was the most progressive thing I've ever said on this podcast. We're talking about 2 women saying "stay out of the kitchen." I'm like a liberal hero now.
So we got the Giants this week.
Well, no. So bye week, our fans acting like we're the worst team on the face of the earth is fucking insane to me.
I hate it.
They're spoiled.
I hate that shit.
They're spoiled.
I do get it. Like, we lose games that we shouldn't. So, my general rule of thumb is like within 72 hours of a game ending, there's going to be some fucking wild takes that get thrown out there. And for the most part, you can kind of chalk them up to like a knee-jerk reaction to a loss or an overreaction to like the moment. And I'm like, all right, like this is kind of dumb, but like, in the context of the one game that just happened, I can understand why somebody's frustrated. But we're like, 10 days, removed from the last loss. And people are talking about like, EDC is not a serious general manager and this team sucks and they're never going to go anywhere. And it's like, what fucking football team do you watch?
We're 0-9. We 0-9 with the draft picks. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, Drew, bro. It's like, bro, I really was about to take a break off this Twitter shit, bro.
The draft picks crack me up because I swear
you
to
said
God,
the what?
the draft shit.
Oh, the
there
draft
are people
picks.
who will like tweet out, whatever it is, like 2022, and be like, "Oh my God, EDC's a fucking wizard. Look at all these great players." And then like the next week, somebody from the 2022 draft will do something stupid, and they'll tweet the same thing and be like, "Wow, this retard kid." And it's like, now make up your damn mind. Like, which one is it? Is he a good drafter or is he a bad drafter? Or is he a guy?
That's why I've been trolling lately.
Yeah, it's just I've lost the energy to troll some of these people because they're so fucking dumb. They actually believe the shit that they tweet. And like I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how you can watch the Ravens for, even if you're a 2019 fan, like you just came in when Lamar started being good. There's no way that you can watch this team and be like, man, the Ravens suck. Like, the only year they sucked, they had 48 guys on IR. So, and the other years when they lost games, it was mostly because Lamar was hurt. So it's like, you watch the Ravens every week. They're in every game. Yeah, do they lose in fucking irritating fashion? Yes. Is there shit that I would like them to change and like them to clean up? Yes. Are there personal gripes with players, or not personal, but like, do I not like some of the way that, like the players carry themselves? Of course, but I'd rather be a Ravens fan than a fan of like most other teams. I mean, really, other than the Chiefs, there's been nobody that's had like sustained success over the last 6 or 7 years. So, well, what are we doing complaining about this kind of shit? Like, you got to put it in context and be normal sometimes. Go ahead.
But you know what? What's his name? Bill Belichick. I'm glad he's off the list because every time I'm in a Raven space, like this is my thing, right, Drew? Raven fans, they want to go young, but here come these dumbass fans. Oh, let's go get Brian. Let's go get Bill Belichick. Then it was some saying, you know what? I would love Todd. I feel like Todd could be a good head coach for us, but a lot of them saying, oh, he old. Let's go young. Then you got these dumbass fans saying, oh, let's go
He's
get
younger than Harbaugh.
Kyle Shanahan. Why the fuck would we go get Kyle Shanahan? What the fuck has Kyle Shanahan done?
Trippy, you're preaching the choir here. If we hired Kyle Shanahan this last week, I am literally taking over the castle. Like, I am recruiting an army of people. We are going to take over the castle, and we're going to hold that shit hostage till they fire him. Like, I would.
You know what? I'm with you.
Not fucking happy. That guy is.
And you know who's going to be the first one out there? Chad Steele coon. I'm sorry. I do not like Chad Steele. And I feel like Chad Steele was the reason why. Huh?
I would love to see Chad try to stop me.
I'm going to kick his ass.
Chad's pretty big dude.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll still fucking
worry about him.
kick him.
I would like. So we joke about Grant challenging people to the Oklahoma, but I would like to see you and Chad Steele meet in the Oklahoma drill.
Let's do it. Chad, my DMs are open.
He's a big dude.
I like Drew. I like Drew.
Define
I like
a big dude.
Drew 1,000 times.
He's probably 6'5".
Okay.
You think he was a football player?
Yeah, I mean, yes, but like not pro, but I mean, he's been with the Ravens for a long time. But I'd say he's like 6'5", 230.
Just to
I
be
mean,
clear,
let me-
if I'm Oklahoma drilling fucking anybody off the internet, like I'm not fighting fair here. This
Oh my
isn't some
God.
like
Naldo just fucking killed you.
what do you say?
He said the battle of the follicle challenge.
Fuck you, Naldo. No, but if this just to be clear, if I'm fighting or Oklahoma drill anybody, I'm not fighting fair. This isn't going to be some we're going to shake hands and do an Oklahoma drill. Like I'm going for the knee. He's done.
You know
So-
what? Let me apologize, right?
You
And this
use that
sounds
move
crazy
you
that I'm
learned from
saying this.
Wally.
Yeah,
It's
well,
because I know it's
the
some
guy,
people
but
in
yeah.
here. It's not still. It's just that shit that he said to me at training camp when I had my daughter. I just don't fuck with him no more. And to be honest with you, I still ain't get apology, email from the Ravens. But it's so funny. Every time you turn around, it might be this little kid going viral. They get little invites and shit. My daughter's still waiting for an invite out there. You know what I mean? So disrespect the fans and shit. So, yeah.
Chad, we need a notes app apology.
I don't even know if he still follow me on Twitter or not because I couldn't find his page the other day. But
Yeah,
Oh,
what other
I meant to
what
tell
other
y'all,
bi-week shit did we? Oh, go ahead, Trevor.
hold on. Did we do a podcast last week? I think I was
Yeah.
Yeah, we
asleep,
did.
but bro,
did.
you know I tried to
You
holler
were
at Justin.
asleep for part of it, for sure.
I know. I tried to holler at Justin Tucker, bro, and somebody shut me down fast as shit, bro. They gave me the look like, yo, chill, trippy. But I mean, he was talking to me though. But this my thing, right? Me as a fan, because I see a lot of fans saying, hey, you better stop talking to the Ravens like that. They're gonna take your picture down. Or you ain't going to this and that. Then I had a homeboy of mine was like, bro, that's why they don't invite you to shit. First of all, let me tell you something, right? I can't be no fake fan, right? When we win, I'm cheering with them. Even when certain players make mistakes, I'm still letting them know. When we lose, I'm out there. Some of them fans don't even be out there. You get what I'm saying? So I'm a real one. You know what I mean? And I'm always gonna be like that. So
Yeah, but that's not being authentic. Sometimes is not PR friendly. I guess would be the best way to put it. There are people who are race fans who, I see get propped up by the team and on the internet, and it's like I could never be that person. Like they're just so fucking fake and stupid. Spouting off protein takes and just anything the Ravens do is the greatest thing in the fucking world. And like, I couldn't do that. Like, I just don't have that ability in me to not be honest or authentic or genuine or whatever the fuck words you want me to use. I don't know. But you get
I was
that
at the basketball game today. You know how many little kids came up to me and was like, hey, ain't you the dude that was talking to Marlon Humphrey? I'm like, no. They was like, yes, you is. And he just kept showing me the video. And I'm like, yo, this shit is wild. Like, at least 10 kids, bro.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, you're big on TikTok.
Please don't ban TikTok. And fuck you, Will. That's why I was annoying your message the other day. You just wanted to screenshot every little thing about why they going to
ban
Set
TikTok.
one screenshot. Set one.
They won't ban it. They're just gonna sell it, but it's probably for the best. Ban the page. Bob Does Football, wherever the fuck. Breakfast Carrots. YouTube. Rob Talks
Bro, I'm
Football.
sick
Maybe
of him, bro.
Breakfast Carrot. I agree.
You sick of Breakfast Carrot?
No, the other dude, Brian B. More Sports.
Oh man, hold up.
Hold on. What time of night are you? I could break this down for you. I think I
No,
think I know
because
what
I'm
the problem
trying to think. I think he be on my Instagram. He work on computers or something?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, never mind.
so Trippy's mad at him because somebody else named Be More Sport on Instagram. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, no, Brian just drinks a little bit of red wine and goes nuts on the Orioles on Twitter, but well deserved. Poverty franchise.
Brian is cool with everybody on Twitter that I really don't even fuck.
Yeah, Brian's a big deal on Twitter. People know him.
Oh yeah, I want to say one more thing for
the
people
other day.
listening.
The other day when Trippy said that in the chat, I thought he was like just fucking with Brian, but he's been like real life mad at Brian for 6 days.
No, bro, I apologize. I'm gonna send y'all the thing. I'm gonna send you the dude on Facebook and Instagram. I swear I thought that was Brian the whole time because I think they got the same name. But I just want to say one more thing, right?
Brian is a fairly common name.
For all y'all Raven fans that don't follow me, because I know y'all got this other little group chat that I'm not in, which I don't give a fuck. You feel me? But I hate when I could tell when these certain fans that don't follow me, they want to come at me all aggressive and shit. Like, man, fuck y'all. Just stay the fuck off my page. And for the ones that got me blocked, Coach Evans, Mr. Coach Evans. I don't know who the fuck you is, bro, but I remember you used to always try to tag me and shit. Now you got me blocked. Fuck you too. Fuck you and your Raven takes, Mr. Coach Evans. I wonder who you coach for. He probably a fake ass coach. Everybody want to be a coach. Everybody want to be a coach. Fuck out of here, Coach
I feel like
Evans.
I thought we liked Coach Evans. I thought he.
No, fuck him. He got me blocked, bro. So until
What'd
then,
you do?
fuck.
Did you
I
deserve
don't
it?
know what the fuck I did, Drew. I don't be
I mean,
doing shit to people,
Trippy,
bro.
if we got mad at everybody who had me blocked, like, you'd be here for like 4 hours discussing it. I mean, there are people who have me blocked that I don't know why. I've never spoken to them in my life.
Yeah, but I just wanted to shout that out because I know he be in our midst.
I've just learned that I'm just too, sometimes people just can't associate with greatness. It is what it is.
I mean, I had you blocked at one point, remember?
Well, yeah, I mean, I did also wish that you got like beaten up in East Cleveland or something like that too. So I feel like that was it was a fair blocking.
Trippy never blocked me, even though I
picture
did ask
that
him
though.
why he traded a second rounder for a third rounder straight up.
He wanted to.
And what I say, and what I say to you,
said,
I don't fucking
you said,
know.
how would I know? I said, well, you did it.
And then you told Will it was my draft.
But hey, Drew, if I did get beat up in Cleveland though, one thing about me, I would, hey Drew, like I wouldn't be going around like this one so-called Ravens fan that's talking about he got motion, begging for clout and shit. Got his ass whipped in Cleveland. Keep saying, "Hey, can somebody find this person for me? I want justice." Like, bro, ain't no way, bro. But
that's how you end up in a jail cell with Chiefsaholic
and Jack Callis.
Hey, shout out my guy, Free Chiefaholic to the day I die.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Trippy liking Chiefsaholic because to him one time is still hilarious to me.
I think he's in like Leavenworth.
Bro, we was cool, bro. Like it's like I probably was still talking to him on Instagram while he was on his way to rob the bank. But I never had no problem with him. So
yeah, but I mean, he was a grown furry who robs banks. Like I feel like that's an underreported part of his story. Like dressed up like a fucking wolf to go watch the Chiefs.
Everything I've heard is when he's at the game, he's like the most very like welcoming, generous guy.
I knew. Listen, I knew it should have been a red.
Yeah, he's spending everybody else's money.
Yeah, it's not his.
But look, I should have knew it was a red. I should have knew it was a red flag right when I talked to him because I always like to get to know people, and I think that Sunday night he said he drove all the way from Kansas, and then I think the following week they was playing in DC, so he did the same shit, right?
Yeah, and then he stops on a couple banks on the way,
right? Yeah, so he wants to be in the car. He's crossing many state lines.
Yeah, it's hard to catch a guy who has to stay still for too long. So I mean, I get it.
And then before he got locked up, he sent me 2 tickets. He's like, look, Trippy. He sent me a $10,000 ticket for Pat Mahomes to win MVP and another $10,000 ticket for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. And I'd be damn if both of they both
he got
hit.
that 20. He got that 20 grand by holding some fucking single mom, working a bank teller job to get her kids through college at gunpoint, being like, "Give me your fucking money, lady." So I don't know. Guy's kind of an asshole.
It sounds like he was probably nice about it.
Yeah, well, he wasn't wearing he was robbing the bank, so I don't know. I don't know if he was.
You have this image in your head of like a snarling animal with fucking saliva dripping down and like blood and shit.
I mean, I'm just picturing like you go into the bank, you're like, "Give me all your fucking money," and then you're like, "Oh, let me go buy some paintings from Pat Mahomes and Chiefs tickets." Like,
I will say,
I just know one thing.
If you rob the bank, you should go put a couple tickets in like that because I mean that year. Pat Mahomes was, I think, kind of like that was a no-brainer. So it's like no matter what, the ticket hits, you're making money. You're making money no matter what.
This is apparently becoming.
Well, in a way, I'm kind of glad. I'm kind of glad we did lose to the Bengals that year because I remember he was talking about like, "Yeah, bro, come, I got a ticket for you and all that," and I definitely was going to go. But now I'm thinking to myself like, what if the motherfucker would have picked me up in the airport? He'd be like, "Hold up, Trip, I'm going to the bank." The whole time he's robbing the bank.
Those bet slips he sent you were. He placed those at a casino, didn't he?
Yeah, because that's what you do. You rob a fucking bank, you buy a shit ton of drugs, or you go to a fucking casino, and you try to win back as much as you stole as possible. Because then you got a legitimate source of income for it, or you just do more illegal shit, flip it into fucking buy bulk drugs and flip them on the street. And the
casino is the easiest place to do it. You go in, you put 2 tickets in, you get back. The Patrick Mahomes one. What was it? It was 10,000 to win what, Trip?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Pat Mahomes probably was like plus 5, something.
Plus 400, plus 500.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and then
like plus 4 something.
Chiefs to win the Super Bowl was probably like plus 300 or 360 or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
No, I think it was like plus 4 something too. I think both of them was like 4 something.
So he turned 20 grand into 100 right there.
No, he turned $0 into $100 grand.
Well, I just mean
he took his money.
He took
What's his fucking
$20,000 of stolen money. He legally, as far as the casino is concerned, gave it to them, and they gave him a ticket back. And then he went and cashed in the original $20,000 investment that he washed clean as soon as he put it through the fucking casino counter, and he got back $100,000.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I guess that's what you call a no sweat for real, huh? Because he ain't got
Right.
shit to sweat about.
Exactly right. If you lose, who gives a fuck? You didn't fucking work for the money.
Well, where Jake go at?
I got him.
Jake doesn't want to be part of our federal crimes that we're discussing on air, I think.
Yeah, I'm
I got
pretty sure
warrants. I
Jake.
can't tell nobody about that.
I'm pretty sure Jake about to, switch the. Hey Jake, get us in line.
Yeah.
Jake. You know how we.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was been busy cutting some meat, but on to the Giants.
Whoa, pause.
The Giants.
Whoa, hello, pause.
I said,
busy what?
Hey, I said cutting some meat. Ain't no kind of sexual intimation about it. That is.
I thought you said touching some meat.
I'm
I
gonna
was
cut
like,
that
whoa.
clip, man. We're at 35 minutes. I'm gonna go back and get that one.
You're right. Hey, it's all good. It's gonna be forever embedded in the NPM chat too.
That one's going on the NPM hard, yeah.
Yeah, questionable activities for Jake. But,
it's all good.
It is what it is.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually surprised you haven't put up the other one you did at the cut up of catching me in the moment with one of those sad Spug Bastard videos. But it's all good.
I don't know how to edit things. I was going to put the, hello darkness, my old friend behind that, or one of those.
That'll work. Man, now I'm surprised he didn't put the retard picture in there yet. But hey, ain't no thing. It'll get in there soon enough. But still, on to the Giants. So the Giants have been ass, pure ass. Probably gonna get their head coach, GM, everybody fired. Daniel Jones ain't playing. Tommy Cutlets, Tommy DeVito.
Daniel Jones isn't playing because he's not on the team anymore.
That's right. I forgot that. I already forgot he was Sam Darnold's backup. Look at that. I forgot he got cut.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they sent him packing. They're like, you fucking suck.
They did. He was ass. And that's the difference between he and the Deshaun Watson contract. The Giants are actually able to get out of it. They even don't have to pay money. The Watson contract, they're just fucked till the end. Just straight up. But still. So now this Sunday we're gonna be playing against Drew Lock. Another ass quarterback who hasn't made anything of himself in the NFL. But, I mean, not really much to say on this game, really. I mean, Giants front seven's pretty good. They have a couple good pass rushers. They don't have Wink there anymore, so I don't even know who their defense coordinator is. So,
Dexter Lawrence is out, right?
Yeah, he's on injured reserve, I believe. He's out for the year.
He's on Epstein Island.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, real? Was that real?
Yeah, it's real. There's screenshots of him
texting
the person.
I thought that was all fake, but
that's gross.
As far as I'm concerned, it's real. I saw it.
Dexter Lawrence, gross pedophiles.
Yep. Fuck Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z. That man.
All right.
That man is getting the lost profits treatment.
So this game is, like the title of the episode is bye week. So the description is basically that the Giants are like a sacrificial offering.
We are a 14.5-point favorite. How much do we cover that is the real question.
I think I'm going to bet the alt spread 19.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I get worried thing that high because we could be up, I don't know, 35-14, just coasting whatever. You put Josh Johnson in and, we don't care. We're just pounding the rock with Keaton Mitchell or Ali or whoever the fuck they have in at that point. And then Drew Lock puts together a 4-minute touchdown drive to close out the game. Doesn't matter.
No. Listen, basically what I'm going to do probably is I'm going to take a couple of really juicy player prop legs and add them to a plus or a minus 19.5 Ravens alternate spread to get
put your boy Bateman on there.
I will put a plus 500 plus 600 parlay together and just throw one unit at it. But the Giants are really, really bad. I don't think Malik Neighbors is going to play based on what the chatter that I've been seeing from him and just the team. Drew Lock is horrific and very turnover prone. And I feel like the Ravens, there's been a lot of games we've had opportunities to create a lot more turnovers than we have. So I think as long as we execute on the opportunities, and this would be a game where they would because it's a game where it's not in question. So a lot of the games where they fucked up opportunities for turnovers are games where those cost us opportunities to win the game or be in a position to win. So this Giants team is a perfect game coming out of the bye. Just they're so bad in so many ways that match up so positively for us. We would beat them no matter what at full strength. No matter what, the way they started this season, their roster, you take the ideal roster that they have and put it up against us, they lose every single time, 100 times out of 100. But where they are now, and a Ravens team coming out of the bye, plus Lamar, I think Lamar has like a 796 career winning percentage in all games after the bye. I think coming off a bye, he may even be undefeated or have like one loss.
And also coming off of a loss, Mark's got crazy stats too. So
Yeah.
you got a bye and a loss.
And he's only he coming into last week, or the last game, I should say, he was 23-1 against the NFC. So now he's 23-2. Certainly, it would be beyond comprehension that he would lose this game. It's just
Especially
like
since the one loss before that was to the Giants. So he's
it was right, exactly. Yeah. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of breakdown that goes into this. The Ravens are a way better team. The Ravens are a team coming off of a bye and a loss. And the Ravens coming off a loss is always dangerous all by itself, because I think these guys take everything personally. But the Ravens coming off a bye and a loss I mean, I have a score prediction that I'm going to put out there later, but it's a big number.
Yeah, I mean, my question is really like, how many points do we score, and how ugly? Like, is this a 40-point win? Is this a 30-point win? Like, I do we run up? This seems like a good week.
I think we do. Right.
Like put everybody on notice. Kind of let everybody know, like, yeah, okay, we stumbled a few times here, but like we're back. I wanna be able to tweet the Stringer Bell, get the word out. We're back up. With a Ravens hat on, I want to be able to tweet that a couple times during the game. So I'm hoping that this is a beatdown. Yeah, and like game breakdown wise, Derrick Henry hasn't scored in 2 weeks, so like maybe give him a couple touchdowns. He kind of has to keep up with Saquon. They don't have any good cornerbacks, so throw the ball over the field. Like I don't know. There's really, like you said, their roster is fucking awful top to bottom.
I would actually be surprised if the Ravens don't put up 500 yards.
Yeah, and I don't want a single tweet about how I look like Brian Dable. It's racist, so let's not do that. Let's be better. Let's be better than that. Will
actually, you know what? It's not true anymore. He has lost a lot of weight, so you guys don't really look anything alike.
Well, and he's a fucking midget. That's the most offensive part of it. Is he's like 5'6", like fucking little pipsqueak. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, I mean, again, anytime somebody sees a bald white guy with a beard, they're like, "Oh, it's true." Yeah, fuck you. Racism is a real problem in America, and I'm sick and tired of dealing with it on the internet. So, I would like all of you to stop.
You've revoked your consent.
Yeah, I do not consent to being racially profiled. I never consented to being racially profiled, but I'm now publicly stating my lack of consent.
I do want to put it on the record that Drew's own mom racially profiled him, though. So
many a time. So
I feel like I don't know that you can revoke it.
Who the fuck she compares?
She does it. Luke Combs, I think.
Luke Combs, yeah, that's right. Yeah, fucking asshole. Got like one good song, and now.
I thought you were calling your mom a fucking asshole.
Well, but that's a different story for a different day. No, that guy. Fuck you. Like, get your own look, prick.
We'll have to go to We're gonna have to go to the internet to find out who's older. You guys are probably. I don't know. It's probably close. Hold on.
I better be older than Luke Combs, otherwise it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to come up with spins on here.
He's older than you. He's older than me too.
How old?
His birthday's March 2nd, so you're the same age.
He's 34.
Yeah, you're the same age, but his
hold
birthday
on. You were born in 1990. Oh yeah. He beat you by.
He's older than you by 6 months.
Hair. He beat you. Yeah.
5-6 months.
He beat you
it's
by
4.
You're 4, right? You're July.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. He beat you by 4 months. Pretty close.
He's like the beginning of March.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it's basically you are the same person.
Yeah, this is concerning. Where was my father's birthday is in March? Was he potentially celebrating it with somebody else? Just concerning stuff. But I'll have to investigate. Maybe phone call worthy. But we'll
table this discussion.
We'll address that internally, and maybe my father will be suspended for a game for conduct detrimental to the family. But we'll figure that out later date. To be continued. What did Harbaugh say when he was asked questions about Deontay Johnson? Can't comment on that right now. Something like that.
I don't have all the
Something
information.
like that.
I don't have all the information.
No,
so I
basically
can't-
what he said
can't
was
comment.
like we not commenting on the situation, like we left it alone. Like basically the same thing they said, like, so
Trip,
Yeah,
he
so-
said, I don't have. This was the dumbest thing he did in the situation. Like, anybody who tried to blame it on Harbaugh is an idiot. But when they asked Harbaugh after the game and he goes, I don't have all the information, dude, you can't say you don't have all the information about that. You're the fucking head coach. Well, how could you not have all the information?
One time,
you don't have it.
just one time, I want John Harbaugh to look at one of these media people and be like, "Can you just shut the fuck up and stop asking me stupid questions?" Like,
What?
you know that,
Dude,
you know he's not.
Don't
gonna
have
answer that.
all the information is the worst possible answer he could
Right,
give.
but what all he was a fancy way of saying "fuck off," I'm not answering.
Yeah, obviously.
But
like
just say it. Just say
How
it.
about
Just,
no? How about,
hey,
you know what?
Hey, Jameson, go back to this fucking strip club and stop asking me dumb questions.
I don't
Tell
like
your
to
wife-
play this game, but someone recently asked Mike Tomlin a very stupid question. What he did was stare at them for 2 seconds, get up, and leave. So like that,
Right.
Yeah, I love that. That was a fucking cool reaction by him. And like, I don't love these. Oh, Mike Tomlin's a real head coach. Mike Tomlin's definitely got bigger balls than John Harbaugh does. But Mike Tomlin hasn't won a fucking playoff game since 2015. So I don't like when people are like, we should have him instead. What the fuck is better about Mike Tomlin as a fucking football coach? I'm not sure, but he is definitely cooler, and he definitely does funny shit.
Is he
And
really
John
cool,
Harbaugh-
though? So hold on. If you were watching week in and week out, and he was your head coach,
No, you're
I
right.
feel like
You're
like,
right.
the reason why you find Mike Tomlin cooler than John Harbaugh is you don't have as much exposure to him. You only see the highlights.
Well, so I'm talking about this objectively as just an outside observer of a human. Is that his reactions to me? Like that's like a cool reaction. It would annoy me probably at a certain point if I was having to watch it every week, like you're saying. But it's cool objectively, and it's definitely way cooler than fucking anything John Harbaugh does. John Harbaugh is not cool, but I don't
Harbaugh
want a cool coach. I'm not begging to have a cool coach. I don't give a fuck about cool. Like Mike
One
McDaniel
time-
thinks he's cool. He's a fucking dork.
Yeah, but he's mixed race, so you have to be nice to him.
No, I don't. He's a fucking dork. He's a dweeb. Does all
Oh.
sorts of fucking cringy shit. Fuck him.
Have you not heard he's more focused on, rubbing elbows with famous people at like 3:00 in the morning at Miami clubs than he is with winning football games, so he's gonna get fired. That's what the internet says. Sources are talking. I don't know who would invite Mike Daniel to
about
a
who,
party.
Harbaugh?
No. Harbaugh's never been to a club in his life. Let's be real.
He
Let's
would
be real.
never go to a fucking club at 3 a.m.
Yeah, Harbaugh's like, 3 a.m. prime film, but
He
no,
gonna be at
McDaniel,
church. That's what his
John
ass
Harbaugh
gonna
probably
be at.
mows his lawn at 3 a.m.
not a bad stretch. You gotta have more of a
EDC's like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing?
Hey, John, go take your ass to sleep, John.
Yeah,
My fucking
John,
neighbor
it's
woke
3
me up
a.m.
again
Get off
at
the
3
fucking
o'clock,
John Deere
just riding around with an iPad watching film while mowing his lawn. Yeah, definitely see that.
and listening to the Bible on tape.
Blasting Creed. I'm gonna need.
So there's not there is not a whole lot of what are we gonna say? The Giants are fucking terrible. The Giants are probably the worst team in the NFL.
Here's what bothers me is that
Yep.
people will be like, I go to this podcast for analysis. Like, what the fuck could we possibly say that you don't already know about the Giants? They fucking suck. They're a terrible football
Ass
team.
cheeks.
Oh,
They're
fuck.
ass
Suck,
cheeks.
Hold
and
up.
all we doing
Hold
is
up.
hoping that we don't
What?
go out there
That's
and
right.
shit our pants.
That's right. Goddamn right I am.
Jake's got a fan.
I do.
Oh, who is this?
My understanding is it's a big
Just
fan too.
hope we don't wear that
She's a
all
big fan of Jake.
white shit.
That she be. That she be.
Jake is hot. We're
You
not
damn.
we're not a fake news podcast. We like to talk about facts here, man.
And the fact is, Jake is fucking hot.
Is that my girl?
Right.
Just shit out of here.
Nah, that is my lady. In fact,
That's
There you go.
that's Jake's woman.
That's what I.
that is my woman. There you
So
go.
she's,
No, I
she's
thought that was
contractually-
Gabby.
She's contractually
I think-
obligated to.
Yeah,
say-
actually, if you look,
Yes, she is.
Are you at her place right now? This is not our typical setup we have
No,
here.
no, this is my place. I'm
Okay.
not holding my device in my hand. I have it standing up, and there's this cat.
I'm about to say,
Well, I
is
was
that
gonna
cat
say, like,
real? 'Cause I ain't
She's
seen that
got a lot of
motherfucker move.
animals
there
in
you
her
go.
house, so I didn't know if
She
it was one of
does.
them. Yeah.
No, this is my roommate's cat. He rescued her before she got crushed by a truck tire.
She
But
looks
she
like
did
she's
not
doing
get
all right
crushed.
now. Yeah.
That she is.
All right. Well, I don't like. There's nothing any of us can really say that is gonna enlighten anybody about this game. The Giants are terrible. The Ravens, the only thing that we need to avoid. Actually, hold on. Let's say this. This is an opportunity this week for Justin Tucker to
It's really
make
not.
just
really not.
well, it is for him to just take pressure-free kicks. Don't just go out there.
Make all your extra points. You fucking.
Well, Matt Stover broke it down
jackass.
where he should do for real, and I agree with Matt Stover.
Okay, here's what Justin Tucker should do. I'll break this down. This is Zone 32 analytics right here. Justin
I know
Tucker,
exactly what you're going to say.
You have not put the ball between the uprights on a lot of your kicks this year, more than you should. So I am simply advising you kick it through the fucking upright. Okay, there's two poles. The ball's got to go in between it. So fucking do it. There we go. Zone 32 analytics. I fixed Justin Tucker. Somebody should fucking hire me to be a special teams coach now.
I co-sign on the advice. When the ball gets snapped, the holder catches it, puts it down on the designated spot, and Justin Tucker kicks it straight through the uprights.
Drew, but to be clear, before you get hired as a special teams guy, does the prospective team have to adopt the Drew grading system in order for you to join the team?
Oh, yes. I mean, the Drew grading system taking the world by storm. Everybody knows about it. So, if I...
DGS? Who hasn't heard of the DGS?
Yeah, I mean, if you ever disagree with me on what I think about a player, like you don't know the Drew grading system, which is the holy grail of all grading systems out there.
Well, hold on, Drew.
Right.
I disagree with your grade because I have a grading system. I'm not going to fill you in on how I arrive at these grades, but mine are different than yours. So mine
mine were first, so that means mine are right. I hate to break it.
So is this the WGS or is it the WPPGS?
This is the PPGS.
It sounds like Drew's algorithm is not complex enough to really process what data it's receiving.
My algorithm is so fucking complex that your algorithm wouldn't exist without my algorithm. All right. PFF comes to me looking for player grades because that's what we do. We just arbitrarily grade people. Sometimes we put it on a website.
I have a machine that I put mine into.
Well,
they go into a box. It's a white box.
For just $10
on the outside of it, it says Franzia, and you press a button, and then all the grades come out.
Grades come out.
I drink them.
See, but that's low class. I put them in a bottle of Arbor Mist, and then I take them out. If you pay me $10 a month, I take them out on video, and I just tell you what they are. I don't explain them at all. You just have to accept them. That's how grading systems work. So,
Did you once work for a professional football player's charity?
I did. I also
then I can't question you because you certainly know football if you did that.
I've attended several charity events too that football players were near. I'm just big fucking deal.
Have you ever sent a gift to a football player's children in the mail?
Yeah, but so I make fun of. I say horrible things about their family and hardships they're going through, but then I send them gifts, so it makes it okay. I don't know if you're aware.
Okay.
That's how it works. So if you buy gifts, people. Don't ask me how I've acquired there or anything like that because that's not totally creepy at all to know where famous people live. But if you say horrible things about them online, but then you send them gifts, it makes it okay. Also, like
so if you send a $10 Bye Bye Baby gift card to the Atlanta Falcons stadium, it says to QB1.
Then I can make fun of their kids for being born prematurely and being in life-threatening situations.
Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to confirm it.
Look, that's just what the internet's told me. I mean, that's the letter of the law. Sometimes I like to find like random teachers' GoFundMe's, and then I put like $5 in it. And then if that teacher says anything negative against me, I like to hold it over their head for like 5 years. I like to donate to them because donating's cool. Like helping people with stuff is cool. But nothing's better than holding it over their heads for like 5 years. That's just, when you.
Why else would you donate to something other than to use it as leverage later when they call you out for tweeting the N-word 10 years ago?
Yeah, but look, like I donated to your GoFundMe, so I tweeted you can tweet whatever the fuck you want. I would never tweet the N-word. I won't even go that far in this. But any of my other.
Listen. If you've donated $5 to a GoFundMe, you can definitely have tweeted the N-word many, many years before you ever did that. And it excuses it.
So I tweeted, Will Howard came out for like a play during the Ohio State-Michigan game. And I tweeted that I wished his injury was fatal. But I also bought Will, a beer in Baltimore. So I've like donated to the Will Fund.
That's true.
I did something nice for a person named Will. So that should give me carte blanche to say whatever the fuck I want about people named Will.
While you were buying me that beer, me and your dad laughed at a blind guy who walked into a wall.
Yeah. That was he still tells me, he's like, you missed that. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Dad.
It was one of the wild. I couldn't believe I saw it happen in real life.
I'm
walked into a wall.
I'm stunned that he didn't like laugh at him audibly, like that. It wasn't
I wish there was like this when it's like you imagine if like your life was being filmed, but the camera shot of me and your dad watching it and then just looking at each other, like
just
slowly
to make sure that,
looking at each other, and we both like nodded, we both saw it.
Yeah, that happened.
It was, and to be clear to people who are listening to this, it was at the Orioles game. A man was walking. He had, blacked out sunglasses and a fucking blind person cane. I don't know what that thing's called. That's why I call it that. I'm not trying to make fun of it. There's probably a fucking special name for it. As far as I'm concerned, it's a blind person stick, cane, whatever. He's walking with this thing, and I guess I don't know if he was new to the blind community. I don't know if he's new to this cane. If it's like it's a new cane.
Recently blind.
He hadn't broken in the cane yet. But all I know is he's walking, and the shape of a baseball stadium, it's curved, right? He's walking straight. He walked, and this fucking cane did nothing, man. He was holding it like this up here by his ear, and it was supposed to be pointed out, but it was kind of pointed straight down, so it was doing nothing. So by the time he had already collided with the wall, it was too late, and he just went. He was very confident in his direction, and he ate that fucking wall. It was right in front of me and Drew's dad. We watched it happen, and then we just slowly tilted our heads and looked at each other, and we're like, "Yep, I saw it too." Just like you can't react. I felt bad for the guy, but at the same time, it was like seeing Haley's Comet. You don't ever see a blind person with a fucking cane walk into a wall.
I disagree. You can't react, because if a non-blind person walked in the wall, you would have mocked them and made them feel embarrassed.
But they don't have they don't have the impairment of not being able to see.
A blind person wants to be treated like everybody else. So like you discriminated against blind people by not laughing.
I actually should have like heckled him for being bad at the blind cane.
You gotta say like, what are you, fucking blind or something? And then see what happens. Oh,
it was. I mean,
that was a fucking catastrophe of a trip down for me too, because that was when I got a hot dog that had like potato chips on it. Potato chips went everywhere every time I tried to bite the hot dog. Fucking bathroom line was long. They only had like one Miller Lite left, and the guy got all bent out of shape when I tried to put one in my pocket. So like, oh, you can only have two at a time. I'm like, fuck you. There's like 1,200 people here. Like, just take my money and leave me alone, fucking assholes. Jake, we got off topic. What the fuck were we?
About to get into score predictions, because we pretty much exhausted every kind of analysis of the Giants. Just don't get beat by the running back. Don't get beat up by Thibodeau.
Of a completely improv bit there.
In case we didn't make this clear enough in our earlier analysis, the Giants are fucking terrible. Like, they're really fucking bad. They're
pure
not
butt
good
cheeks.
at football.
They can count maybe on one hand the amount of good players they have on their roster.
Well, and like Will said, Malik Neighbors is probably not going to play. I would call him a good player.
Oh, he's very good.
Yes, he is.
These LSU receivers, man, they're fucking very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Head cases, a little emotional from time to time, but
I hate even admitting this, but and we were having a little bit. I wasn't involved in the conversation, but Jamar Chase
is balling.
Is way closer to Justin Jefferson than I ever gave him credit for. He's really
Jamar Chase also beats women though, so there's the drawback there.
That is out there, but I'm tunnel vision on Jamar Chase as a player. When he was holding out to make as much money as Justin Jefferson, I think he may have had a point. He's really fucking good.
Well,
he's going to surpass that.
Without him, Joe Burrow is nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, did anybody watch? I watched 12 seconds of the Simpsons broadcast, and it was the 4th and goal touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb, but it was Homer Simpson playing quarterback. It was easily the dumbest thing I've ever watched in my entire life.
I've only seen the clips on Twitter.
Yeah, and it was that for the whole game. It was awful.
I don't know. Giving it the time of day,
dude. What? Okay, I can somewhat wrap my brain around them doing these like crossover. The
SpongeBob one was fine because it was
during the day. It was like on a Saturday. It was like on a Saturday.
It was a Saturday, and it was a normal game. And then the only difference was like they cut to Patrick Starr instead of cutting to like some dumbass.
Yeah, and
sideline
there were
reporter.
and there was like
Slam
augmented
effects.
reality effects
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Effects
Yeah.
like after the play was over. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, that keeps a kid more engaged in the game because there's like fun shit going on in between that they wouldn't see in a normal broadcast.
And they're waiting to see their character they want to see and all that bullshit.
Yeah. Then they tried the Toy Story one last year, and I watched 2 plays of it, and it was like I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is. This is not football. So I changed it, and so then I gave the Simpsons one the same shot. And I'm like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever watched in my entire life. It was like a Homer dream sequence. Stephen A. Smith was like animated into the Simpsons and was like yelling about Homer Simpson being a loser. Like, yeah, he's a drunk retard who, like works at a fucking nuclear plant. Like, we know he's retarded, Stephen A. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That is his character. You've known that since the first episode.
Like, that's the point of the show, is that a fucking moron.
Yeah, exactly.
Full on lovable lummox.
Like Stephen A's rant, he was like, even in Homer Simpson's dreams, like he's throwing interceptions and fumbling the ball. Yeah, he's a fucking like that's his job. Like he's a character who's
that's his archetype.
Stupid, yeah.
Yes.
Whole fucking thing. I just didn't,
Well, to me, the biggest thing is, why are you doing an alternate broadcast for a primetime Monday night game during a school? It's not like it's like during the summer or during Christmas week or something where kids are not at school. Kids aren't staying up and watching that, and adults who need a fucking like weird cartoon to watch football, why the fuck they're not going to watch it next week when there's no more cartoons? So why are you doing this?
And we don't want nerds watching football.
Right.
Like,
well, that's the other thing, but like I would say that like we don't. The NFL will take anybody who will give them money, so they don't give a fuck. But they're not. That's not marketing at that point. You're pandering. You're pandering for one night to a bunch of dorks who are not going to watch next week when that shit's not available anymore. So what's the fucking point?
You attract more nerds to football, and you're going to have people in my mentions fighting about the Drew grading system. They're going to be like, well, my dorky algorithms say this, and it's like, buddy, no, like, go away. Like,
hey, listen, your grading system is not open source. We reject it.
Yeah, like I can't be dealing with more nerds talking about football. There's enough of them on Twitter already. Like, let's get the nerds out of here. Let's shove nerds back in lockers and keep bullying them, not let them watch football.
Yeah, I don't understand what the point was at any point with the Simpsons broadcast. And like the Simpsons, I don't even know who is that show for it.
Right, like the Simpsons was even for people older than me, because by the time I was old enough to get those kind of cartoons, like South Park was in full swing. And South Park is way better than Simpsons.
Yeah, and so I'm 8 years older than you, and The Simpsons came out.
Your wheelhouse.
It was. Yeah. So and even I mean, I know there's people who like The Simpsons. I know there's a big market for The Simpsons, but like people who love The Simpsons, my age, I think most of them don't pay any attention to it anymore. So and people my age who were watching The Simpsons, the reason I watched The Simpsons is because NFL football led into it.
Yeah,
it was also the show right after the NFL ended on Fox.
Simpsons
every Sunday.
Season 37, something like that.
Right.
Some bullshit.
People my age who watched The Simpsons growing up, I suspect a lot of them, like me, it's because you were watching football and then Simpsons came on. So they're already watching football. They don't need to, and probably don't want to watch a fucking football game with Homer Simpson and fucking Lisa Simpson and Barney and fucking Moe on the field. Nobody asked for that.
I saw a clip. There was like that fourth down stop the Bengals came up with, and it was like Moe was playing like left outside linebacker and blew the play up. I'm like, what are we doing here?
This is so stupid, yeah.
Or like Lisa Simpson scored like 6 touchdowns because every time they scored, it was her. That Chase Brown touchdown. I had Jamar Chase touchdown, Chase Brown touchdown, over 44.5, and Bengals minus 4.5. So like that Chase Brown play was fucking meaningful to me. Like, could you imagine if I was watching the fucking Simpsons broadcast?
Well, what would that have looked like?
I'd be losing my damn mind. I watched them. You can't tell if she went out of bounds or not. It's fucking computer animation. So I'd be like losing my damn mind, be in or out. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Okay, so I get the concept of doing this in like time slots that make sense to try and like capture the attention of young potential fans. I do not understand why you would do this. The Simpsons again, I don't understand the cultural relevance at this point to new fans of the NFL. People who watch The Simpsons have been watching or known about the NFL for decades. They're not suddenly going to become a fan. And at fucking 8:30 at night on a Monday, I don't understand that. Like, whoever came up with this idea, I think either
Needs to be
it was selfish, like they just thought like they thought they were being like they're like an art school graduate or something, like they're trying to be like
a fucking nerd who shouldn't be near football.
Or they just are dumb as shit and they think they're somehow gonna win new fans by presenting a 38-year-old product and to people who have been already watching. Like it completely missed any.
Yeah, both cases are nerds who should be nowhere near a fucking football.
It should have been like a something that they do after the fact or something, or like you pay $3 for it and like the 10,000
like
nerds
Homer
in the world
Simpson call the game or something like that.
Yeah, to have that on a fucking TV channel is so stupid. It makes no sense.
Feels like something Jake would. So
Nah, that's just beneath
but
me.
it would be some.
Not to mention, The Simpsons is unwatchable
cartoon.
like for over half of the show. Not to mention,
but
again, if someone wants to watch football, they're gonna watch football. It's like that dumb shit. Whenever I went to that nerd party and they're all excited because for some reason they thought someone was gonna do a live performance of the fucking Sweet Victory from SpongeBob. I don't know why, but then when they had the fish doing the little saxophones, every fucking nerd in the room started autistic screeching, going wee! And then fucking sicko mode came on, and they all got pissed. So there you go. That was a really funny Super Bowl for me, just because of that.
Of course. All right. So scores and uniform predictions.
Yep.
42-6, white jerseys, black pants. There's no reason for them to struggle this week. 2 weeks off. Harbaugh only lost 3 times in his career.
I'm just going to give mine because
Lamar's only lost once.
White
So,
purple.
yeah.
White purple.
Well, white purple, obviously, but 45-6 was my pick. I thought of it earlier today. So you and I are really, really close. And now I feel like I'm way off because you're giving out fucking like plus 60,000 parlays.
Fucking parlays. Hey man, I'm just trying to put somebody's kid through college. That's all. Trying to do community service.
On the score here.
And by the way, I'm not putting this on my parlay, but I am going to bet this as straight. Derrick Henry 3+ touchdown.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, so score. I'm gonna go with 35.
That's not much different than what you already said white purple, right?
Yeah, and I don't think Lamar plays. I think it's that far out of hand that I think he's just gonna, they're gonna, bench him.
I think Josh Johnson could throw for a touchdown.
He could, but I feel like you're just gonna turn around.
Possible.
Maybe this is a Keaton Mitchell, break-in game.
Maybe.
Give him some fourth quarter carries when nobody really cares.
Yeah, him and Justice take the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just kind of, let things ride, see what happens.
I honestly think Derrick Henry could have 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, I think this game could be out of hand by 5 minutes into the first quarter. If we're being honest.
Man,
yeah.
If this ends up being close or we lose,
I'm gonna be
this.
Some bad soundbite for us.
This does have things of a Harbaugh trap game. If we weren't coming off a bye, it was like like we played the Eagles and then we played the Texans next, right? No,
we played the Steelers after this week.
We played the Steelers on 21st.
Okay, so if there was no bye week, we were playing Eagles, Giants, Steelers. This would have a trap game written all over it. Of like we were looking forward to the Steelers here, but we've had 2 weeks. Like they could have looked forward to the Steelers and still have plenty of time to prepare for the Giants.
Yeah,
I'm not at all. I just think that we beat the fuck out of them.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I cannot imagine that we don't win by.
Trippy,
again,
are you alive?
I am going to bet the alternate spread, the minus 19.5. Yeah, I think Trippy's asleep.
I think Trippy fell asleep. I think we bored him asleep.
It's all good. Well,
his mic's not.
How about
muted,
this?
though.
How about let's all three of us guess what his score prediction would be? I think he would have picked white purple.
Yeah, I can see that.
49-13 would have been the Trippy score.
49-13.
Yeah,
I was gonna go 56-10.
Yeah.
10. I'm gonna go 44-3.
All right, then when he wakes up, we gotta get the real score from him.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll get it. He's gonna start texting the NPM at like 2 a.m. and be like, "I'm up. Who else is up?"
Why aren't you?
We ready for
fucking
game day? Hey man, God's work. He's just trying to get everybody hyped. That's all. I can respect it.
But I love it when he'll message the group at like 4:00 in the morning and be like, "What? Where is everybody?" Like, "Oh, you're still fucking sleeping." Like, what the fuck? And he's like, "I've been up since fucking 1 a.m. yesterday."
Yeah, and it's just like, I mean, sometimes I'm awake when he sends them, but I'm like, dude, it's too early in the morning for this shit. One time he sent like a minute and a half voice, 3:30 in the morning. He's like, "Why aren't you guys fucking awake and hyped?" I'm like, I can't.
It's probably the most popular time to be asleep.
Yep.
3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I'm usually not awake in the morning of my own like doing. Like
I think
typically...
like in the Venn diagram of everybody, 3:30 a.m. asleep is like almost everybody's gonna be asleep. Almost everybody.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say like 5 a.m. and start getting normal people to be awake on a regular basis.
Yeah, right, exactly. And it's still going to be a pretty small percentage, but there are going to be a decent amount of people.
Yeah, I would say between 5.
Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. About the amount of people who know who NBA YoungBoy is in America.
Yeah, so everybody.
5%.
Never heard of that name. It's all good. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this week's installment. It does not cater to my sensibilities. I listen to Wolf Piss. That's gonna do it for this week's installment. We will be back to discuss this, that, and the other. But meanwhile, it's time for me to die.
I was hoping Trivia would pipe in.
I know, right? I was hoping for that too, but it didn't happen.
Zone 32.